Good morning. Today on Spotlight, a conversation with Dawn N. Ison. She is the powerful U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Michigan. She is also the first African-American woman to run that office. What has she accomplished? What are her goals? And how does her job impact your everyday life? We'll ask her those questions along with her thoughts about March being Women's History Month. It's Sunday, March the 12th. I'm Chuck Stokes, and this is Spotlight. Madam U.S. Attorney, thank you so much for joining us today on Spotlight. Good having you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so you're nominated for this position in 2021, confirmed in 2021, and have been in the seat since then. A little over a year. What's it been like? Was it what you expected?
It is what I expected and more. It's been incredible to engage with the community in the way that we have been doing in the last year and will continue to do, and empowering communities to be in partnership with the U.S. Attorney's Office to improve the quality of life of the citizens in this district, and it's been incredible.
You are the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Michigan. That's a big swath of territory. 34 counties from Sheboygan up north all the way to Monroe down south and everything in between. You've got 3 different offices, Detroit, Flint, and I believe Bay City. And that takes in about 6.5 million people. Give people some idea of the type of cases you are handling, because it's both civil and criminal, and if you enjoy one more than the other. Because there's a lot coming at you.
I think that we handle so many things, and people associate us really with putting folks in jail and only handling criminal cases. But our civil rights unit has been described as a model for the nation. We've always had a robust civil rights practice in our office. And so we are doing civil rights cases. We are standing up for folks who have requested to have mosque built, for instance, in Troy. We are standing up for citizens with disabilities to ensure that they receive the same services as those without. And we also we bring cases in which the public has been harmed in our KETAM cases, where we file suits against individuals for falsely claiming medicines, for example, or providing a certain benefit. So we have a broad swath of cases that we do. 80% of our office is criminal, however. We have both a criminal division, a civil division, an appellate division, and an administrative division, of course. But we have a number of cases that we pursue on behalf of the citizens in the district.
Sure. If you look back over this first year, and we'll talk about your goals and future aspirations in a little bit, what are you proudest of?
I'm proud of the partnerships that we have established and also increased with responding to the needs of the district. For example, in our enforcement, everyone knows that violent crime is a serious problem, not only in this district, but in districts across the nation. And so we are putting a lot of effort into the way we approach violent crime, and that is restructuring our approach in a way that it includes both enforcement, punishment, and prevention, and that it also serves the pillars of focus, balance, and fairness. And with that enforcement, punishment, and prevention, that we are going to be engaging with the community, bringing on not your typical stakeholders, if you will, not just law enforcement, but we're engaging with community-based organizations. We're engaging with and partnering with faith-based organizations, and we're also including returning citizens to help us in this effort to reach people, to not only deter them from engaging in violent crime and giving returning citizens opportunity to rebuild their lives and become productive citizens, but also focusing on the most dangerous individuals, the most dangerous groups, in the most dangerous places, because studies have shown that when you put your focus on the most dangerous individuals, the most dangerous groups, and the most dangerous places, you have a better chance of actually reducing violent crime.
Yeah. Crime is certainly in front of mind for communities all across this nation. Mayor Duggan gave his State of the City address just a few days ago. He mentioned you in the process of doing that.
This year will be 10 years since Detroit declared bankruptcy, and in the years since, the city has cleaned up thousands of alleys and cleaned up tons of debris. Another major focus in neighborhoods is safety.
The kind of violence that we are seeing here it's just hard to get your mind around.
The mayor unveiled a new pilot program, investing hundreds of thousands of dollars into community groups to prevent crime. Longtime activists like Malik Shabazz are looking into applying.
40 years helping the police with murder and rape and robbery and missing and dope houses. We have closed down over 2,000 drug houses and done everything we could to help.
He has this new goal in terms of how they're going to approach crime in some of the worst areas of the city of Detroit, or the most troublesome areas, I should say, and getting the community more involved in that. And that's a partnership that he said reaches beyond just the City of Detroit Police Department, your office and others. How do you feel about that? Is that a way to really address, and do you feel that's going to make a difference?
I embrace that approach. That is it is just not a singular approach, but that includes the enforcement in that as well. But it combines this community intervention, if you will, to assist with that enforcement. And so we embrace that. We've been doing that actually in this past year. I don't know if you recall, our summer enforcement strategy was focused on two of the most dangerous sections of Detroit. And so from Memorial Day to Labor Day, and we're preparing for our summer enforcement right now, from Memorial Day to Labor Day, all felon in possessions arrested during that period or violent crimes, we would take them directly to federal court instead of bypassing, for example, state and local prosecutors' offices. And so that was a partnership between the Detroit Police, the City of Detroit, as well as the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. But we combined that with a non-enforcement component, and that was having these peaceniks where we brought resources to the community. We had picnics in those two violent areas, and we brought it to the community so that they could take advantage of resources. We had resources from the Secretary of State to help you to get your driver's license if you needed an expungement. But we also had after-school programs, literacy programs, and other resources available for folks to take advantage of. We had all kind of health mobiles there so that you can get a physical if you needed to. And interacting with the community. And in addition to that, we had bounce houses and food, and all of our state and local partners were there. But also we had another component to that. And I have prosecutors in 5 precincts in Detroit, enforcement prosecutors, but we also have what I am calling community prosecutors that work with the community relations councils in those precincts. And so we were, with the support of Mayor Duggan, we were able to advance some of the issues during the summer enforcement. We were able to advance some of the issues of blight and other quality of life issues to the city of Detroit. And thankfully, during that enforcement, we were able to get a house demolished, a burned out house demolished that was the scene of some crimes. And so we're very proud of that work. And we'll continue to use those strategies and other strategies to reduce violent crime in this city.
Okay, we need to take a quick little break, a little pause for a cause, give you a chance to drink a little water, wet your whistle. We'll be right back. We'll talk about what some of your goals are, some of the other hot button issues, as well as your background. We'll be right back. Stay with us. And welcome back to Spotlight, talking to U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District, Dawn N. Ison. It's our pleasure to talk to her today on Spotlight. What do you want to accomplish going forward? Do you have some key goals for this year and maybe the year beyond?
Yes, as I said last year, my priorities, I can say them in 3 words: rebuild, reinvigorate, and restructure. And my rebuild is rebuilding community trust between law enforcement and the community. And some of those things that I described when we did our summer enforcement, it's our opportunity to do just that. My reinvigorate is, it is in line with the U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland's priorities: protect civil liberties, and that is our civil rights practice, and we are being very vigorous in our approach to our civil rights practice. I have added additional resources to that unit. We are collaborating with our federal and state local partners to ensure that the community knows and that we are engaging in a way that we can be ready and vigilant about prosecuting civil rights violations. In addition to that, restructure our approach to violent crime. And as I said, it will include focus, balance, and fairness. And it will be focused using the data, focusing on the most violent individuals, the most violent groups, and the most violent places. So rebuild, reinvigorate, and restructure. And if I have any legacy, I hope that it is empowering communities to know what they can do to improve the quality of life for themselves. Solidify partnerships in a way that I don't believe it's been done before.
You know, as a group of U.S. attorneys spread out throughout the United States, do you all get a chance to interact much with Attorney General Merrick Garland?
I have the great fortune of having been appointed to Attorney General Garland's advisory committee. So I am headed to DC actually on Monday.
Okay.
And we meet approximately every month, and myself and 11 of my colleagues in all of the different circuits advise him on policy and other issues. So I have had that great fortune since I was appointed to serve on that committee. In addition to that, I serve on the several subcommittees, and one is the Civil Rights Subcommittee, and we had the chance to, just this past week, go to Selma for the anniversary of the March on Selma, Bloody Sunday.
And together we're saying loud and clearly that in America, hate and extremism will not prevail, although they are rearing their ugly head with significance now. Silence, as the saying goes, silence is complicity. And I promise you, my administration will not remain silent. I promise you.
That's your first time there?
That was my first time there, and we were in Montgomery and I went to the Legacy Museum and the National Memorial for Peace and Justice, and it was just a remarkable, moving experience.
You also interacted with Brian Stevenson?
We did interact with Brian Stevenson, who is extraordinary, devoted his entire life to helping others and continues to do that. I returned from that trip with a renewed sense of purpose, just walking in the shadows of the heroes who crossed that bridge and all the other courageous young people who stood up for others and sacrificed their lives for us.
Yeah, and it's funny that you mentioned that because I've been to Selma, I've been to Montgomery, and to see those historic sites and to think back on what people did and what they had to go through to fight for many of the rights that we enjoy today. But in your position, what does it do to you from a personal standpoint, because you just alluded to it, to say, okay, how am I going to apply that to the issues that I have to grapple with in my office today?
My main goal is to protect and serve. I'm obligated to do that, but I also want to ensure that every citizen in this richly diverse district feels valued. That for me means doing the right thing at all times, at every stage, for all people equally. And so my goal is to continue to do that and ensure that everyone in my office shares those views.
When we come back, I want to talk about some of the key issues that are out here in the public eye and that the legislature is dealing with. Get your opinion if you can weigh in on them. And you may not want to, it's okay. We'll give you a chance to say yay or nay, or I can't touch that. And we do want to talk a little bit about who Dawn Ison is and where you come from. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Madam U.S. Attorney, there's some key issues that are trying to work their way through Lansing, but they tie into some of the areas that you've dealt with in one form or another. Whether or not you have a strong opinion about them or not, we'll find out. Voting rights challenge that is going on not just in Michigan, but across this nation in several different legislatures. Thoughts about that?
I leave that to the legislature, but I will say that our job in our office is to be responsible that everyone has access to the voting booth. And I served as the district election officer before being elevated to this position, and we will protect citizens' right to vote. We will do that.
Right. Do you feel like it's under threat?
I know this, that those who have been entrusted with carrying out our right to vote, officials, clerks, and that, they have suffered from threats. And so for that reason, I believe that they have been threatened, and we will protect them as well. And so we have a robust appreciation for that as well. And so we are making sure that we handle those things too.
Elliot Larson, actor's kind of working his way through.
Not for me to decide.
Not for you to say. All right, that's fine. No problem at all. You have a legal, not exactly counterpart, but certainly within the legal community in Oakland County, who's trying to work a very high-profile case, and that deals with gun violence in this country, which seems to be everywhere and is raising its head, and whether or not parents can be held accountable for the crimes of, or the alleged crimes of their kids. Is this dangerous legal territory, in your opinion, or something that the time has come?
I will leave that to the courts as well, Mr.
Okay,
Stokes.
all right, we'll leave it to the courts as well. All right. Last one I'll try. Right to work, certainly controversial. Gonna leave that to the legislature?
Leave that to the legislature.
All right, very good. All right. Let's talk a little bit about Dawn Ison and where you come from. Cass Tech grad, Spelman College in Atlanta grad, and Wayne State University Law School grad. But there's more than just that to you that has kind of prepared you for the person you are, correct?
Absolutely. I am a daughter of Detroit, born and raised in Detroit, raised by a single mother. I had a father who was killed on the streets of Detroit at the age of 9, and just wanted to be a voice for those like me, like my mother, who struggled to take care of me and my brothers. And so it is not only my professional experience. I'm previously a criminal defense lawyer, so I've represented people similar to much like the folks that we prosecute. So I was a criminal defense attorney for 12 years, and I've been a federal prosecutor before I was elevated to this position for 19 years. So it is both this professional experience and my lived experience that I bring to this role, with the hope that I will be able to relate to the community in a way that they will know that I too, my stories are some of their stories. And so that is my hope, that they see that in me, and I bring that to this role.
Your husband retired Detroit police officer?
No, he's actually retired Southfield police officer.
Southfield police officer.
Yes, and was formerly a police officer in Inkster as well. So he served in two areas in this district.
So you understand the job of a law enforcement officer and what that entails. They're oftentimes criticized these days, or they sometimes, I think, feel like they're under attack because of some of the high-profile cases that we've been dealt with in the nation. But you've seen it from both sides, as a criminal defense attorney, but also as the wife of someone who has to go out there, or used to have to go out there, and wonder whether or not they're going to come back home.
Right, that's right. And I would just say that our office is responsible for working with the police to reduce violence, but we're also responsible for ensuring that they're conducting themselves appropriately and legally when dealing with the community. So our civil rights unit can bring pattern or practice cases, as well as bring excessive force cases in our office, and we will do that. And so no one knows the sacrifice more than I do that law enforcement officers make. No one knows that. I am a wife of a retired police officer, but I'm also the mother of a young black son, and I've had to have the talk with him about his encounters.
What do you say to him?
I say that, be respectful. Don't worry about what the nature of the stop is. I want my son to survive the traffic stop. Keep your hands up. My husband actually he and another friend actually had some boys over to our house before they started driving and talked to them about encounters with police officers, because my husband knows that even though he's a police officer, some folks might look at my son and be threatened by him and not know that he's kind,
racially
and
profiled,
generous and all of that. And that's not to say every officer will, but we had to have that talk with him, and my husband appreciated that as well as I appreciate that. But I also know the sacrifice that our law enforcement officers make. No one knows it better than I do, being the wife of a police officer. And so it is all of this. Violence is violence, and so it is all of this that we have to ensure that is being addressed, and that is both police violence and urban violence. So as well as protecting our police officers and ensuring that they are protected as well.
All right, we need to take one more little quick pause for the calls. We'll come right back. We'll talk about Women's March being Women's History Month. We'll be right back. Stay with us. You are the first African American woman in the position that you're in now. Has that been a challenge, a burden, a joy?
I have the great fortune of knowing the work. I've been with the office for 19 years, but I would say that there were so many women who paved a way for me, Black women and women in general, but so many Black women who paved a way for me. So many women who could have been, would have been in this position if given an opportunity. So I stand on the shoulders of those women, and I stand there with great pride and humility, knowing that someone paved the way for me. And I hope that I paved the way for someone else. Law enforcement is still a very male-dominated profession, and so oftentimes I am the only woman in the room. But I know the work, and I've been doing the work for a long time. So I know that I earned the right to be here, and but I'm so humbled by the opportunity to serve this community, the community I love, in this significant way.
We sit in March, Women's History Month. When you see young African American women and women of color, whether African American, Hispanic American, what have you, and they ask you for advice, what do you say to them, especially if they're trying to matriculate through college or high school or something?
I always tell them to work hard and be ready to seize an opportunity. Because when you look back over what you've done, make sure that when the opportunity presents itself, because timing with these things is so critical sometimes, be ready. But in addition to that, be proactive about establishing mentorships. If you see someone that you like and you admire, then that you would like to emulate, ask them to be a mentor for you and develop mentorships. And also, I would say, dream big, dream big. And if your dreams don't scare you, then they're not big enough. But know that you can do it.
Yeah. What's your dream job, or are you in your dream job?
I think I'm in it.
You think this is it?
I'm in it, and I didn't even know. The thing is that sometimes you don't know where God is going to take you. But I think I'm in my dream job because a prosecutor enjoys such wide discretion to make so many decisions about folks in the community. And so I really do cherish this opportunity. And I'm so honored by the opportunity to serve this community in this way.
All right. U.S. Attorney Dawn Ison, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for
sitting
having
down
me.
with us today on Spotlight. Best of luck in your current
Thank you so
job.
much for
and
having me.
we'll stay in touch.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
It's our pleasure. And I'm Chuck Stokes. We'll be back next week with more newsmakers in the Spotlight. We hope you have a great week.